Broadway, listen to the Broadway beat. Broadway makes you wanna move your feet. Everybody's tapping into everything that's happening on Broadway beats. Broadway beats. Broadway beats. Broadway beat.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway Beat. The new musical Bonnie and Clyde, which features music by Frank Wildhorn, lyrics by Don Black, and a book by Ivan Menschel, has come to Broadway's Show and Fell Theater. It's directed and choreographed by Jeff Calhoun and stars Jeremy Jordan and Laura Osnes. And we're here to celebrate with the company on opening night.
Every place that we go, folks will turn their heads. They'll be hovering from Dodge to Denver. We are the pair that they'll discuss. Yes, this world will remember us. We are making dead sure that we leave our mark. You don't need no mark by deed dishes. No wonder we're who they'll discuss. Yes, this world will remember us.
This dag world will remember us.
This cold world will remember us.
No way
they won't remember.
I love the story of Bonnie and Clyde when I read it. Most people think of them as just, so Bonnie and Clyde, they murdered people and they robbed banks. But there's much more. When you delve into it, you can see how they were raised, what happened, the kind of lives they led, and what made them the way they were. There's a lot to sing about, and there's fresh things to sing about. And, you know, if you're going to do a musical, you want to do something you've never done before. And I've never written about outlaws. And coming from England, you know, the idea of writing about 1930s Dust Bowl, West Dallas, appealed to me.
Well, first of all, I was attracted by the characters of Bonnie and Clyde. They're bigger than life. The lives, you couldn't make up what their lives were, you know? And it was so dramatic. The turning points in their life were so dramatic. Therefore, opera. Therefore, it sings. Then when you add the fact that it was the Dust Bowl and the Depression and the times they lived in, these are big, sweeping, colorful, musical motifs. So as a composer, it's wonderful to work there.
Actually, there's a lot of stuff in the show that are their own words. Clyde's big monologue, actually I don't think I've told anybody this, but Clyde's big monologue in Act 2, those are all his words. So, and there's quite a few moments like that. So it was just really great to sort of get into these characters and kind of, you know, see what made them tick and how they got to be who they were.
How about a dance? Let's make a start. Music like this can really throw you. You'll lose the blues and you may lose your heart.
Oh, it's just been, you know, a culmination of a childhood dream. Anytime you can create an original musical and get it produced, it's one in a million. It's a miracle that it ever happens. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very proud of the show, proud of the cast. The cast is amazing. Laura Osnes and Jeremy Jordan. It doesn't get any better than them.
You play young Bonnie, you play young Clyde. You're all so wonderful in the show. Tell me what this whole experience has been like working on a Frank Wildhorn, Don Black musical.
The score and the music and the lyrics, everything's unbelievable. You know, it really makes you love characters who are such criminals, and it's unbelievable. That's the only way to describe it.
And for you?
Man, it's hard to say stuff after what Kelsey just covered, but
you can.
well, Frank's music is beautiful, and how Ivan wrote the play and everything. It's hard to not love the characters. It's even though they're such bad people in history, but it's just I think the story's so touching, and you're like, oh wait, no, I don't like you. I don't like you.
Most girls would hate to be standing in my shoes, but true love's something you don't choose. Oh, you love who you love, and you go with what you feel, and you nail
Barrow, and I love that she really thinks that she's doing the right thing. She really believes that she knows best all the time. And I love that she has a good sense of humor as well. She's kind of the force of light or reason. So it's kind of fun to play that against the rest of the characters, to be the one that's trying to, get something different.
I feel really good. I feel like we've done what we set out to do. We've made a show about Bonnie and Clyde that isn't just a remake of something. I think it's a fresh take on what the subject matter, and it's one of our great American myths. I mean, it's everything wonderful and horrible about America, and it's violence and not drugs. I'm sure there were drugs. But sex, violence, it's the Great Depression, it's the Great Recession right now. It's so current, I think.
I drive when I drive, I'm in love, I'm alive, woo, and I forget about everything I hate. When you drive, life just flies when you drive. We are the heroes who the people look up to, and brother, that feels great. I can flow, I can fly, I can fly. This is how I wanna live, I wanna die. I'm in love, I'm alive when I
I feel incredible. This is my Broadway debut, so I feel extra incredible. Not only is it an opening night of a beautiful show, but my first.
What a way to have a Broadway opening, a Broadway debut.
I feel very lucky, and I really love this piece. All of us have stuck with it for a long time because we all believe in it, and it's so thrilling to have it here on Broadway finally.
The characters are so beautifully written. Talk about the role that you play.
I play Buck, who is Clyde's brother, and a lot of people know the story of Bonnie and Clyde, or at least have an image in their heads of Bonnie and Clyde and their guns, but not a lot of people know the story of me and my wife, and who were very important to Clyde. And Clyde and I were really good friends through our whole lives, and kind of our involvement in it and how things turn out for us. It's a beautiful story. So.
Oh, what I love about playing Clyde is just his duality. I mean, you see this guy who loves this woman so desperately, but at the same time you see a man who just wants to get out of his circumstances also so desperately, and the way those things sort of collide and mix to make this conflicted character who doesn't quite know where his path is, and as soon as he does his first big kill, there's no turning back. And so you see how somebody that is so almost bipolar deals with going down a road that he's never gonna be able to turn back.
It's been amazing to get to play a character that's, in a way, like who I am, but so different from who I am, and so different than any other role I've played before. I feel like it's been a really great opportunity for me to get to show that side of my acting self. I get to belt big songs and play kind of a darker, more sultry, sexy character that I haven't really gotten to do on Broadway yet. So I think that's my favorite part.
What kind of research did you do? What did you learn about Bonnie that you didn't know about her?
We read a lot of books on these two people. They were real people who actually lived. So it's not just a character that I'm making up. It's trying to pay homage and do justice to these young lovers. They were very young. They met when they were 20 and died when they were 24, like 20 and 21, and then died when they were 23 and 24. So they were only 3 years on the run, and they became so famous in such a short time. But it's been great to get to play a real person and get to do that research, definitely.
No wonder we're without discuss. Yes, this world will remember us. This dag